Hey guys, welcome to Judge Jodi, Paxton Road TV's Premier League Player Ratings show. What a horrible day it is today. Yeah, I'm not sure about you guys, but I'm still feeling pretty down about yesterday's performance. But I do have a very special guest this evening to help me unpack these players' performances and hopefully provide some well-needed therapy because I know that's what you're good at, right, Murray?
Yeah, I am a certified counselor. When I'm not in the love lounge, I help kids and adults plan out their lives and solve their problems and give solutions. And I'm gonna try to see if I can give a diagnosis to the Spurs fan base, but it's gonna be pretty hard because I'm kind of depressed too. So
Oh,
yeah,
bless you. I was going to say we have Murray from, yeah, the Spurs show, but more recently the Love Lounge, everyone. And I think all of us could do with a bit of love tonight.
yeah, a whole lot of love.
Oh, a lot of love. I mean, Murray, I wish we were here under better circumstances. I'm very honored to have you here, though.
Yeah, yeah. I seriously thought it was gonna be a party that we're gonna beat Arsenal.
Mm,
I'm like, all right, me and Jody, we're gonna give the ratings, boom, boom, tens, nines, and throwing it up, like making it rain, tens and nines, and now it's like,
not today.
not
Not
today.
today.
Yeah, no, negative.
Oh, how are you feeling, though?
I went to work, and work keeps you busy, so you don't keep your mind on it, but
Hmm.
still sour taste. Like literally, I cried, I teared up, I cried because I've been following this team passionately since 2008. I was birthed into the Spurs family during the Harry Redknapp years, and so I haven't seen a game in my lifetime. We've lost some games,
Hmm.
and I mean, Battle the Bridge. There's some games where I was hurting. Of course, the Champions League final, but I have never seen a game where it's the North London Derby. This is
Right.
Arsenal. And
Yep.
the team players didn't get off the bus. They were on the field, but they didn't get off the bus.
Nope.
Um in the stateside, we get NBC Sports, Lee
Hmm.
Dixon, a gooner,
Hmm.
is doing the
Yeah.
commentary. The first 5 minutes, he was saying what I was saying. Uh, I mean, the players
What is
came to
going on?
play? Yeah. Did they come to
Hmm.
play? Lifeless. It was
Yeah.
absolutely lifeless. And the leader of this lifeless was Dele Alli. He's been roasting Dele Alli the last couple of games, and
Mm.
and this one, it was Dele Alli and everybody else. I know we're gonna get into the ratings,
Hmm.
but
We will.
I but I was disgusted by halftime. Really disgusted by
Yeah.
halftime. And
Yeah.
this is probably tops because it's a North London derby, and no one. I mean, it was just no heart, spineless. I mean, how many more
Yep.
words I can? I mean, it's just.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
Uh,
I apparently the Spurs fans started leaving after like the first, you know, 30 minutes, I think I heard. And I'm not surprised at the actual match at Arsenal Stadium. I think they had packed up and like a lot of Spurs supporters had left just because we were turning the TV off and they were leaving the stadium. So
yeah,
um, yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I was super nervous about this one. As Spurs fans, we always are when it comes to the North London derby. But like for me, since Friday night, I was nervous. I was saying to all my Spurs friends how scared I was of this one, just because of the way we've been playing as well.
mhm,
It's always scary, but the last few matches, well, basically since the start of the season, it's just nerve wracking based on what we've seen. Um, I think this was a different feeling for me today or yesterday. I think, like you're saying, the difference in attitudes towards the players. I was so impressed by the way that Arsenal showed up, and I don't want to admit that, but they were showing it up. Like they were showing it up exactly how we should have been playing
yeah.
in terms of attitudes, aggression, everything that you're saying. Like,
And I don't mind losing. It's when you lose without fighting. This is your number one rival. and
Yep.
no one came to fight until Skipp came in, Sonny at the end, Gil came in at the end. We should have been fighting the very first minute. Matter of fact, it's a road game, so you should be ready for the fight. And these guys didn't show up. They didn't show up to fight. They didn't show. You
Mm,
saw that at the Manchester City game. What I loved about that game is that from 90 minutes we fought. We said we were going to
yeah.
win this game, and yesterday it was just lifeless. And how much do we
Mm,
put that on Nuno in regards to motivating? But then again, these are highly paid professionals. They should be
mhm.
motivated. And I know Luis has the armband, but come
Yeah.
on, Harry, Kane, and
Yep.
the rest of the guys. Like,
Yep.
where's that oomph? Like this means something. And Arsenal, to their credit, Smith Rowe, Saka. I mean, they did what they need to do. I mean, our midfield. We'll get
We'll
into it,
get
but
into it. We'll get into it.
yeah,
And I just need to apologize, Rach baby. Yes, Arsenal wasn't so good. We were extremely poor. That is true.
yeah.
That is true. And choose not to wash your mouth out. Yes. Don't compliment them. I agree. I'm not
Yeah,
complimenting them. I just feel like the performance yesterday. Hey.
yeah.
We will get into that. We will get into
I like
that.
Craig's quote. I'm gonna post. I kind of agree.
Nuno doesn't give off the vibes of a man who can successfully lead you into battle. Very uninspiring.
Yeah,
Yeah, agree.
yeah.
But anyway, shall we get into this? That's
I'm
what we're
ready.
here for.
Let's go. I'm diving in. Let's go.
Diving in, diving in.
Let's go.
Before we do get into it, Mary, I don't know if
Mm.
you've seen the show, but I do ask my guests, do you have a pre-game superstition? Do you have something that you have to do before a game? Do you have anything kind of that
It's a
rounds you up?
couple.
Yeah, as a couple.
There's a
Okay.
couple. If it's depending on what time. If it's a 9 o'clock, 11:30 game, then I would go to church before
Yep,
to kind of like, oh
I
Lord,
respect
please
that.
let Spurs win.
Yep, I'm
Say
on
a little
that. I'm
prayer.
on that. Sundays
Uh,
games, especially for me.
yes, especially
I'm
Sundays
with you on
games.
that one.
Yeah. Then it depends. Certain jerseys that I wear. If the first 3 games, because I wore the white home jerseys until we lost to Crystal Palace, and so I didn't wear the white jersey. Then I wore the blue Harry Kane jersey for the Chelsea game. We didn't win that, and I wore this. So it's a little jersey. Like if we win next week against Aston Villa, then I'm wearing this the next week. And then
Yeah.
it's the same thing. Like where I eat. Like if I will have a alcoholic milkshake at because it's a breakfast game, I will have it if it went. So there's a couple of superstitions
You
that
got a
I
lot
have.
going on there, haven't you?
Oh yeah, I'm trying to find any
You need
way
to work out
possible.
the perfect mix for us so that every time we
Yeah,
win, you
I
just gotta keep that going on, Mari.
yeah yeah. Whatever works.
Whatever works, just keep it coming. I think, like I said to everyone else, I'm not going to reveal mine until Paxton Road hit a substantial amount of subscribers. So look out, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Cool. So shall we get into the
All
ratings?
right.
I mean, this is why everyone's here.
Yeah.
Come into the courtroom with me, Murray. Let's break this down.
Yes.
Let's break this down.
Hugo.
Before we do get into it, just a reminder, that the ratings today are for yesterday's performance. I do have to put that caveat in there. There potentially may be some low scoring ratings in there. So I just want people to know that, this isn't my feelings and potentially Mari's feelings on the players in general. This is yesterday's performance. We'll see how we go. I've said that a few weeks in a row now. So let's see how we go. But also the fact that you guys are Jodi's jury, you guys have a voice. You guys let us know. These are our opinions, these are our ratings. But please do shout out. Give Murray your thoughts on the ratings and everything, and we'll shout them out as well because you guys need to let us know. Everyone has an opinion in my courtroom, so let us know what you think.
Yep.
All right, Murray, let's do this. All right, let's start off easy. Should we start off easy?
Yeah.
So you've given Lloris a 5. I've given him a 6. What are you saying?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, give him a 5 because I mean you can't really control what's in front of you. I gave him a 5 because you know I look at he's a captain, and usually you don't like your goalie to be a captain. So I looked at some of the other goalies who were strong leaders in the past. You look at the guy for Bayern, what's his name? Gosh, it's and you see how vocal he is and really helping the defense set up and telling guys, hey, to mark your man. For that very first goal, which was atrocious in regards of um, marking our man. And so Lloris, it's tough. I gave 5 to be fair because, like I said, you can't really control what's in front of you. He did make some tremendous saves. It could have been more. It could have been
Yeah.
more if Arsenal was more clinical.
Yeah.
It could have
Yeah.
been more, and I actually thought it was going to be more. So that's why I kind
Yeah.
of gave him a 5 because it wasn't spectacular and it
Yeah.
wasn't as horrible, but
Yeah.
it was just
Yeah. Average.
average
Yeah.
for especially having a defense play atrocious in front of you. So
Mm.
I gave him a standard 5, and
Yeah.
but I as the captain, he needs to remember last year he got into Sonny's grill about not tracking
Mm.
back. Remember that
Yeah.
argument?
Yeah.
And this was a game yesterday. You're the captain. You see your team that's lifeless in front of you. You
Yeah,
need
that's
to be
true.
shouting and
That's
hollering
true.
like, "Hey guys, let's go! This is the North
Yeah.
London Derby. You are the captain of the
It's very
team."
true, Murray.
And so
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
yeah, he gets a 5. I mean,
Yeah.
you have to
You're right in
inspire.
that. You're
Yeah,
right in that point. The whole captain thing. I don't think I was marking him so much on that, but I think you're right. I think he needs extra points or lessening of points for that in particular. So yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I was tossing up between 5 and a 6 for
yeah,
Hugo. I think I gave him an extra point just because, I mean, for me, he wasn't the worst performer on the day. And it was an average performance, but like you said, it could have been higher. The score could have been higher, and he did have some really good saves for us. So yeah, I think he managed to help us not concede any more goals than we did. And I actually, going into half time, thought it potentially could be quite a lot higher. I thought we were going in for like maybe a 5-0 or something at one point. So
yeah,
yeah, he had some really nice saves. I think the saves he did make, were really good. And I don't think that he could have done too much about the goals that were conceded for me. I think it was a lot of the players in front of him that
yeah,
were kind of letting him down. So I gave him a 6.
yeah, yeah. And since it's where's the love? I'm trying to muster up some love. I'm trying to. He gets a 5.
Where is the love?
Where is
Said if
the
you were on
love?
here, you could sing for us, but you're not. So Mari, you might have to step up and do some
Oh,
singing on Sid's behalf.
well, I mean, I could sing. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more. Well, actually, they hurt me yesterday.
They did.
They did. What is love? Where is the love?
Oh god, we need to move on. We're going to be here for all night. I don't
Yeah.
mind. I don't mind, to be
Oh,
fair,
hey,
Mari. We can
it's
be here
Monday
all
night.
night. But we need to move
Hey,
on. This
that
so
that
whoa.
looks like. Is that Jaffet? That looks like Emerson.
Oh,
I think
oh
that's
dear.
Emerson.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh no. You've caught
Hey,
me. Sorry, everybody watching. I have had a
I
very
caught
busy day,
I
and
caught
I
the
got caught
judge.
out. I got caught out.
I caught the
The
judge.
judge is
I
gonna
caught the
George is getting
judge.
locked up right now. I'm so sorry, guys. This is not Jaffa Tanganga. I mean,
They look alike.
this
They
is
look
Emerson
similar.
Royale,
Yeah,
but we are judging Jaffa Tanganga. Oh my word! I'm so sorry, guys.
he looks okay.
This is Jaffet's scores. I wonder what's going to happen when we get to Emerson. Oh
It
dear.
might be Jaffet. It might be Jaffet.
I don't think it's going to be. Apologies, everybody. I do realize that this is this is not Jaffet. Please excuse my poor performance. I will lock myself up
It's
tonight for
it's
this.
it's okay. I think everybody's more depressed from yesterday.
Oh dear. Anyway, shall we move on? Let's ignore the face.
Okay.
Let's ignore the face and go for the score. I do need to yeah. Anyway, let's go to Jaffet. For me, ignoring the face there, Jaffet, he had a shocking day for me. He was not going forward at all. He was absent during the second Arsenal goal. I think he was at fault for the first two. I think he was severely lacking concentration. I think he was aggressive, but that's all I can give him for Jaffet yesterday's performance for me. I'm such a big fan of him in terms of his aggression and what he can the talent that's there behind him. But yesterday just didn't do it for me. I don't know, Mario. What do you think?
Yeah, yesterday wasn't good. We kind of needed someone to go forward. It's the reason why Emerson came in. Jaffet really, possession-wise, couldn't bring anything forward. Defensively, just lifeless. I was kind of thinking that maybe because the last Premier League game was against Crystal Palace because he was suspended for Chelsea. I don't know. Maybe he turned it down a level because he got sent off. But but yeah, it was definitely not your Jaffet of that we saw the first 3 games, well, the first 4 games,
Mm.
and so that's why I gave him a 3. He wasn't the worst, as we're gonna see the later ratings, but it was just really uninspiring for him, and I think it's a struggle because he is very good defensively, but going forward, I personally don't think he's great going forward, and so we have to question Nuno in the sense of, are we going to play a back three where I think he could play
Yeah,
center
yeah.
back in the back three, allow Emerson to go forward, or Matt Daugherty to go forward,
Hmm.
and yeah, Reguilón on the other side. So I think it's formation, and all the stream shows everybody's talking about back three, back three, back three. I think Jaffet role is really honestly a back three. He could play in the back four, but he's not going to for what we want. Someone advanced forward like a Kyle Walker or Danny Rose. I still don't really see that.
Yeah, no,
Um
I agree.
and so we needed that yesterday. So I gave him a 3, and defensively, I think the disease
Not
hit
good.
everybody. It was
Yeah,
not good.
not
So
good. Not good. Agree. Let's move on. And I'm worried about what's coming next now. My PowerPoint lives up to the Davinson Sánchez. All right.
that's him. That's him. Okay.
We're right. We're right. Okay.
All
We're
right.
good. We're good.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Oh. We're good in terms of PowerPoint, but we're not great
Yeah.
in terms of ratings, are we? Hmm.
Yeah. I gave him a 1. No, Højbjerg did not, for that first goal, did not mark his man. And we love Højbjerg. We can't say a bad thing about him, but he got the itis yesterday that everybody had, and just not tracking back for that first goal. And the boys at we are Tottenham were breaking it down really good this morning. Why Højbjerg should have gotten back to help out Davinson Sánchez, who could have moved up um, for that goal, which was scored by Rowe, um, uh,
Yeah,
and so it was, yeah, not good
not good.
performance for him. Just you could tell, missed assignments, not being able to. It's tough because collectively everybody did bad, but that first goal set the precedent, and it was really Højbjerg
Yeah,
and Sanchez's fault that for that first goal to happen.
yeah,
The guy's not effectively marking their man, and so I gave him a 1. It was atrocious. It was a bit, and
yeah.
then his passing, because preseason he was pinging the balls,
Yeah,
and
he
the
was.
first
I was
couple of the
amazed
games,
by that. Yeah.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
passing was horrible. I mean,
Yeah.
he was trying to find Kane. It was like 10 yards over. He was like basically giving it to to the Arsenal goalie, Leno.
No, no, yeah.
And
Yeah.
like it was just horrible. It was at one point I was begging for Toby to come back. I was like, "Where's
Yeah.
Toby?" I
I
mean,
know,
yeah,
I
it's
know. I don't know why, I don't know why Sanchez has played over Romero as well for me.
yeah, yeah. No, I
Like that was
totally
a
agree.
weird decision. I think, like you say, like I think for me he was lacking concentration. The ball when the balls are coming down his side, he was lacking, confidence as well. It seems. And I think, he was at fault for the majority of the goals that went in. I think, Sanchez,
Yeah,
they were mostly coming down his side. So for me, I agree, and that's why I gave him the two. He wasn't getting us forward. He just didn't look confident at all. Like he
yeah,
just, the games that you said in preseason, the last few games that he played for us for, um, you know, in the main season, like he's been looking really good, but this game, just no confidence and just lacking at
yeah,
all. So let's move on.
yeah.
Okay, I got this one right as well. I'm so scared now. Normally, I'm so good at like checking everything. So apologies, Tanganga
That's okay.
and Emerson Royal, but yeah, let's hope we didn't get anything more wrong tonight. Eric Dyer. What are we saying about Eric?
You know that ooh, yeah, 3 out of 3.
Yeah.
You know that Disney what's that Disney movie where you are yeah, the girl, she's dressed up as a princess, and then all of a
Which
sudden
they're all
uh,
princesses.
yeah, that is true. But the Cinderella and the glass slipper, once it goes away, she turns into the pumpkin, the cherry
Cinderella.
yeah, Cinderella. Cinderella. And so, Eric Dyer and Sanchez, it's kind of like a Cinderella story, the first 3 games. And then reality hits. Well, the reality is starting to come back. Like, oh, the real Eric Dyer, please stand up. Please stand up. Yeah, no Eminem there. And
Uh-huh.
so Eric Dyer, it's back to
Yeah.
normal. I would
Mm.
say Sanchez was worse, but Eric Dyer, who's supposed to be the backline, I guess, captain, he's the leader
Yeah.
of that, and it wasn't effective. It was just it. It was horrible. I gave him a 3.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as Sanchez, but I
Yeah.
I give him a
He,
3.
you're talking about leadership there, Murray, and you're spot on. I think, he's been showing some semi kind of leadership qualities for me in the last couple of matches, but yesterday's performance, they were severely lacking, I think, for
Yeah,
me. And I think that's a shame because we were, really needed it. I think on the back line yesterday, we really needed somebody to stand up. Like you were saying about Hugo, we needed somebody to be the captain and to
yeah,
be like the leader and to step up and just say, come on, guys, you know, let's get through this. And, he wasn't doing it. He was lacking concentration for me as well. He was in the wrong places at the wrong times, wasn't able to get the ball to the right people. But yeah, I think I'm hoping that this isn't a sign of things to come. I'm hoping that we're not slipping back very early on into the times of the end of last season, but it's starting to kind of look that way. The whole Cinderella story, like you said. Oh dear. Jamie Git, Jubilee Diary.
yeah.
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 Mm-hmm.
I like Sam's comment. I,
Sam,
get,
yeah.
I think I
Sam.
gave Nuno a 0. I mean, if I could, I gave him -1, -2.
Sam, you're part of Jodi's jury. What are you saying for Eric Dyer? What's the score? You're saying minus one, -5 for Dyer? What are you thinking? Let us know. Shout it out. Tell us what you're thinking. But yeah, threes for us.
Yep,
Oh, one. Okay.
a 1. That's why I gave Sanchez a 1.
That's fair.
Yeah,
That's fair.
yeah,
That's fair.
it's fair. Yeah.
Let's move on. Oh dear. Oh,
Reggie,
Jamie Gate -11. Yeah.
-11. Ooh,
That's
ouch.
Ow.
Ew.
Right. What are we saying here?
All
Okay.
right, we're close. Reggie.
Reggie, what are we saying about Reggie?
Reggie.
I say
was
Reggie.
one.
Reggie. Regulon. Yeah, Reggie's probably
Reggie.
more accurate, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I call him Reggie. He he really tried to bomb forward. Like I said, it all really depends on service that he gets, but he gets a standard 5 because, like I said, he was one of the few players who tried, and then that wonderful assist that he gave
Mm-hmm.
I said Dele,
Sonny.
to Sonny,
Mm-hmm.
provided the wonderful work by Gil Hill, and we're gonna probably talk about him later on. It was just it was beautiful. That was probably the only good thing that came out of yesterday. The
Yeah.
only good thing. It was Hill to Reguilón to Sonny,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
so for our only goal, so he gets a 5. He was the only one that kind of you know played okay, not terrible, but was okay, and he had assists. So had to give
Mm-hmm.
him a 5. Had to give him a 5.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I was tossing up between a 4.5 and a 5. I think it was a 4. It was a between a 4 and a 5 for me. He got the extra 0.5 for the assist. Maybe could have bumped it up to a 5 because obviously we needed it. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't think he had a great game, to be fair. I think he struggled getting forward again. I don't think he was coping very well up against Saka yesterday. I think he had some okay moments in the first half. I think he almost helped Kane out with a goal in the first half, so that was good. But yeah, I don't know, just not good enough yesterday for me, and I think that's just a general consensus for the team all around. For me, it was really just that little bit of magic that he had with Son getting the assist in the second half. But yeah, I don't know, 4.5 for me. What's Sam
Yeah.
saying? The only good thing that came out of yesterday was the final whistle. We cannot see any more performances like that ever again. I hear you 1025%.
I give that whistle a 10. 10
Yeah,
out of 10.
yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you're feeling, Murray. Don't have the energy for this right now. Oh, it's so hard. I mean, this performance
uh,
was just, yeah, but
we're,
we got to move
we're
on. Like we
grasping.
said before,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're grasping at straws right now. It's
Sid, we're being very generous with the ratings. I know. I don't know.
well, it's about to get worse.
It's not great. You wait till your boy comes up, Sid. We've got some
Mm,
trouble coming. There's trouble a brewing.
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Here we go. Pierre-Emile
Ding.
Højbjerg. Ding 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 ding.
Ding 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 ding.
What we
Uh
saying, Murray?
I know I know the ladies are going to get mad because there are Pierre-Emile Højbjerg sexuals out there. But I have been critical of our future captain because, and I get it. He's not playing with Delaney, and that's the Denmark version of Pierre. And there's the Tottenham, and he like I love the guy, but I have to be very objective here. And yesterday, he probably had one of his worst games as a Spur. That first goal, he did not mark his man, um, which led up for that first goal. Like I said, the boys from We Are Tottenham um, did a good job breaking it down, and they were very objectional. Got called it out. Yeah, later on he got vocal and tried, but it was just too late. If you are the future captain, you need to get your other players up on board from the beginning of the game. And so and that whole midfield, it's just they got used. They got punked by Arsenal's midfield. Partey was running things along with Odegaard and what's his name? I'm forgetting. And they set the tempo for most of the game, and so um, Pierre was part of that midfield that didn't track back, didn't show that fight, that normally fight that you would expect in a North London derby. So I gave him a 3. I gave him a 3, and I know a couple of people say he should have got lower, but
Yeah.
I gave him I thought he deserved a 3.
No, I hear you clearly. I gave him a 3 as well. I just think he looked really slow yesterday. At times I did not know what he was doing. Obviously that first goal. What was he doing? I watched that like so many times on
Yeah,
repeat. He was just walking up, sauntering,
it was like
that's.
jogging, like
He wasn't even jogging. He was just like walking. Like I don't
yeah,
even know what was going on there. It was very unlike Højbjerg for me. I was really annoyed by his lack of energy. That whole midfield was lacking, but I expected more from him. Like you say, our kind of next captain, hopefully, maybe potentially one day. Yeah, not great, not great at all. I think he, looked like he was a passenger really for me, both the first and second half of the match. Disappointing performance, very upset with it. Sean, yeah, 3, I don't know, maybe it could have been a 1. Not great. He wasn't the worst on the day, to be honest. So,
yeah.
that's why I gave him a 3. But yeah, not great. Not
Yep.
great at all.
Uh,
I think we need to move on. Oh dear.
oh boy, yeah.
What we saying? What we saying about Tanguy?
Ooh, yeah.
I'm gonna get slammed for giving him a 3 now, aren't I?
Tanguy Fat Ndombele.
Oh dear.
Uh,
Oh, maybe I should have
what?
given him a 1.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe I should have given him
Jody's
a
jury
1.
is gonna come down on me hard, I think, right now.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, he did absolutely nothing yesterday, other than that one chance. Uh, it, it's really tough to find anything that good that he did yesterday. There there were points where it was just, where are you, Tanguy? It was just invisible. That midfield was lifeless. Yeah, was he picked? Like he was
Yeah.
barely. He was, was he playing yesterday? Yeah, Tanguy, who was supposed to be the most important. Coming in, I had him as the most important player. That he was going to set the tempo, but that just didn't happen. And and you got to look at the people in that midfield who's linked up with him, and it's kind of. And I know we're going to get to this player. I think he might be next, but
It's not over yet.
yeah, there's nothing really much I can say about Tanguy. It's just he played like crap, and it's just he is supposed to be our best
Mhm.
creator,
Mhm.
you
Mhm.
know, and creativity was non-existent yesterday, and so Tanguy,
Just not a good game at all for him,
yeah,
really, was it? He
yeah,
seemed to be so absent. He wasn't getting us forward, but then he also had a terrible time defending. I think his second half was like slightly better, maybe. But I think he was just drifting, like across the whole game. They all were, weren't they? That midfield was just terrible. But Tanguy, what we expect from him, the creativity, the attacking nature, the bicycle kicks. Where were they yesterday? They were nowhere in sight.
nothing.
um,
It's hard.
yeah,
It's hard to find some love for, for that performance. It really is.
it's tough, right? I mean, thank
Yeah,
you so much for coming here and doing this with me because it's.
yeah. Oh,
I know I need another couple of
personally,
days to to get over this, but
yeah.
yeah, we need to do it. We need to break it down. Let's move on. I think we need a break. We need to move on. Oh God, do we need to move on, Murray? We need to break
Dele
out the.
Marley.
We need
It's
to break out
Dele
the shots
Marley.
at this rate. I think.
Yeah. Oh man, where's my drinks?
Um,
Oh boy. Oh gosh.
Should I bring it up?
Yeah. Show what I gave him. Yeah. Okay. All right. What do I love about Dele? I don't even like his hairstyle. Okay. Dele Alli. Well, of course, I'm in the States and we watch NBC, and former Gooner, uh, Lee Dixon, who's been roasting Dele Alli the last couple of games. He was like, "Where's Dele Alli? The last game against Chelsea, invisible. This game here, he was atrocious. The first 10 minutes, they were talking about Dele Alli doing absolutely nothing, basically saying the things I was saying. Lifeless. When he has the ball, he gives it up too easily. I mean, literally, like Lloyd says, maybe you get a 1 for walking out on the
Oh,
pitch. But
I
here's
was
the
going to
reason why
say, that's why I gave him a 1, Lloyd. That's why I gave him a 1, because he showed up. But then maybe he should get a 0 because he didn't do anything when he got on the pitch. So
I gave him a big fat donut. A donut. Donut has that little hole. 0. Why? Because he
he
didn't
did
step on
nothing.
the field. He was still on the team bus. He was still on that team bus. So I gave him a big
Yeah.
fat 0, a big fat donut, because Dele Alli was atrocious. He was horrible yesterday, and I think he got the the lowest scoring out of all the players I got, because he set the whole precedent. He represented our first half, Dele Alli,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a big fat donut. 0, 0, a donut. Dele
I agree.
Alli,
I
find a new
agree.
career. You're a boohoo model.
Oh,
Keep dating. Keep
shouts,
dating Pep's daughter. Go on Love Island. Go on Love Island. All right. Go
shots
transfer
fired
him.
right
Get,
now.
get him on Love Island. And maybe he can win it. I mean, just get him
Oh
on, because I
my
don't want him on
word.
the field. Dele Alli,
Shots
it is over.
fired.
I mean, Poch has mentioned it. You know, Ryan Mason. I mean, literally, I'm so happy that you were working out, doing push-ups, flexing your muscles for the season, but you're horrible. And I will say one thing: well, he's playing out of position. Oh, he's playing out of position. Well, then you know what, Dele, go talk to Nuno. Put me in the position. You know what? It's excuses. I think Dele has passed his prime, and I think it's done. I think it's done for him. I think it's done. But
Wow.
you
I
know,
mean, let it out. This is, like I said, this is therapy, Murray. You got to let
I,
it out. You're letting it out. I mean, wow. I
I
mean, what can I say? I'm agreeing. And Sid, I know you're in the comments there. It's your boy. I know you don't have anything to defend against him after yesterday's performance, but what do you think? Should he be a boohoo model for life? Should he just give up? What's the destiny for Dele Alli? What's Dele's future?
Love Island,
Love
Love
Island?
Island. Yeah,
Maybe
I mean,
come on the Love
I,
Lounge,
yeah,
Murray.
yeah, yeah. Come on the Love Lounge. Retire. Come on
Step
the
it
Love
up.
Lounge. I mean, he looks like that guy who was on Love Island this year. What's the name? The one
I
that.
don't watch it. I do not watch that
Okay. Well, if
show.
anybody who's watching the stream who watched it, he looks like the guy who went through 4 girls and finally went back to the first one, and the second one, and they finished second. Yeah, I know. Us Americans, we watch Love Island too. I get ITV too, so don't ask me how, but I get it. I get all the British channels, but yeah,
Yeah. What does
Boohoo
everyone
model.
think? Jodi Shuri, shout it out. What do we think? Boohoo model? Love Island, future Love Island winner? Should he give up altogether? I'm agreeing with you. I'm giving him a 1. Like I said, I gave him a 1 for showing up, but you
Yeah,
shouldn't be getting points for showing up because that's your job.
yeah,
That's your job. You got to show up. Maybe you're getting minus points for doing nothing when you show up. So, yeah, maybe I need to revisit my ratings. I agree with you, Murray. 0 is pretty good, I think.
yeah,
Uh, Lloyd, maybe Dele could work on the Skywalk. Maybe he could.
yeah, yeah. You get free tickets for life. I think. No, you know what?
Uh,
I will say this: the reason why he may still be playing, he's the only player who has played every single minute. I want to say under Nuno, and maybe the reason is maybe Daniel Levy's telling him, play him, try to sell him in the January transfer window.
Put him in the shop window. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's a possibility because I honestly feel that he, yeah.
Oh, Sean. We need to move on at that point.
Save that for the Love Island. I mean, Love Lounge.
Oh, we got more to come. We got more to come. All right.
Yeah,
What are we
we got
saying about
more.
Lucas? What are we saying about Lucas, Murray?
Running aimlessly.
Murray, too. Come
Running
on.
aimlessly
Come
doesn't
on.
get me. He was running aimlessly. All right. I mean, you get a 2 for running aimlessly throughout the game. I'm trying to remember. Really, I'm trying to remember. Help us out, folks? What did Lucas Moura do yesterday so I could boost my score up from a 2? I can't remember. That's why I gave him a 2. I cannot remember what Lucas Moura did yesterday because he was non-existent. I'm like, what did he do? I mean, help me out here. Help me out.
Yeah,
What did Lucas do?
I don't know. I feel like I'm in trouble now. For me, I mean, he. I need to look at what I'm giving people scores for. For me, he looked like one of the only few who looked like he wanted to be there. He did. I think he performed up. He had energy when he was first on the pitch. He had energy. I think he wasn't getting any help. That was to his. I mean, maybe you weren't seeing what I was seeing, Murray. But
maybe I was so depressed by Dele that I didn't see anybody else. But I felt like he was like a chicken with a head cut off, just running, just like. But I mean,
he tried
like Lucas. I like him.
Lloyd says he tries hard, and he was trying hard. But then this is the thing, like I said, I think last week, the week before, you shouldn't be getting points for trying hard because that's your job. You got to try hard 150% every single match to be, a professional football player in my eyes. But so yeah, I mean, I think he almost helped us get a second goal. I think from memory.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah,
And that was,
I take that back.
yeah. See, he was there. He was showing up. He
It was a
wanted to
great
be
save.
there.
It was a great save by Leno. I remember that. Yeah. All right. We can bump that. We can bump that to
Maybe
a
we
4.
could just bump it to a 3. We can
Yeah.
even out the 2 and the 4 and average it out to a 3. But
Yeah.
I think Lucas is always, for me, he shows up. I think he was getting quite deep yesterday, which I think was an issue for him. He wasn't getting any help. So, if he was getting help and if he had the opportunities more, maybe we could have had a better ending to yesterday's score. But yeah. I'm saying a 4.
Okay.
Sonny boy.
Sonny
boy. My boy. He's my boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you reckon? Murray?
I give him 5, which is average. I mean, I could have given him 6. He scored the goal. I like to see the players when they're off the ball. I will say this: he made some runs, he just didn't have service. So that's why I kind of gave him a 5 because, you can make a good run into the box, but if you're not going to have service, and he really tried. He almost scored in the first half. It was a tight angle.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I mean, he could score from that angle, but it was really, really tight. And so that's why I gave him a 5. I mean, I could have given him a 6, but 5 was, I guess 5 is average, for me, 5, 6.
You
So
don't think scoring our only goal in that match was better than average?
Well, that type of game, yeah, probably is better than average because, I mean, he scored the goal.
Well,
and
Chuck
so
India Spurs says they gave him a 2. So, I mean, what do I know?
wow. Yeah, a 2. Man, he for scoring the goal? Wow. That's been harsh. Where's the love?
We're not in the love lounge tonight, Murray. We're in the courtroom.
Yeah, I mean, wow, that's a tough verdict right there. Prosecutor, man. Kinda.
Yeah,
Wow.
I don't think a 2. I think I don't know. I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinion. So, I mean, I think for me, he looked like he wanted to be there for me. I think
Yeah.
Sonny always looks like he wants to be there. And out of that whole squad, like there was only a couple of people that looked like they wanted to be there yesterday. And like when we were struggling, like I could see it on Son's face. Like I really get to like see, the emotions and stuff in the players. And
Yeah.
you could just tell he wasn't having a good time, whereas the others maybe just didn't really care, or it
Yeah.
looked like they didn't really care. So I think Son was actually, making sure that he was showing up for us from my respect. I think he had some good moments in the first half. Obviously he scored us the goal, which, was a massive save for us and kind of hopefully nearly gave us a bit of a second win, but none of the players really stood up for it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he was struggling up against Tomiyasu as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. Some people say he was in the back pocket of Tomiyasu, but you gotta understand this too. Some of the pings that were out to him, Tomiyasu is pretty tall. Sutton has no chance out jumping Tomiyasu, and so it was really a tough matchup.
I
It's
think so.
really, yeah.
Yeah, Jamie Get, feel most sorry for Son and Højbjerg in general. The club suck the heart, passion out of them, and yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. And Amandi, yeah, Son is a model pro. Can't fault him for effort or desire. Your best player. I mean, that's what I think.
Yeah.
I think, I will get into man of the matches, but I had a toss up between Sonny and another player, and I did choose to switch it up at the last minute based on some further research and everything. But yeah, 6 for me.
Yeah.
All right, let's go on to Kane. Let's go on to Kane. What are we saying? Murray?
Let me clear my throat. He's lost that loving feeling. Oh, that loving feeling. He's lost that loving feeling. Now it's gone, gone, gone. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Two,
Ba-dum,
two,
ba-dum.
two, two. Harry Kane has lost his mojo. His heart is not whispers. Oh, oh. He is thinking of a beach in Malibu. He is not playing for the badge. He's checked out. Yes, he's checked out. Oh no, we need Harry Kane. Back up,
What a
back up,
what
back
a.
up, back. Man, let me tell you. Whew, Harry Kane has checked out. It was another stream show. It was like a conspiracy theory that he may have checked out. He would not. He would not. You know, half-ass it for the badge. But man, and I thought it was ridiculous. That statement or that quote. But now a couple of Premier Leagues, he has no Premier League goals. He has none. And just seeing him and that one goal, that mistake where he slips, but even then the body language. I'm a counselor, so yeah, I love singing. Thank you, brother. Yes.
Very good.
Yeah, the body language, because I get paid to read the body language of adults and kids.
Yeah, you can sense it,
He
right? You've
is
got the
he is checked out. He is like, you know,
yeah.
he's I don't know where his mind is. His mind's probably thinking like, man,
He's still
these
in the
guys.
Bahamas, right?
Yeah, he's still in the Bahamas, Disney
Yeah.
World. Apparently, he came to Florida. I was trying to look for him because I'm in Orlando, Florida, but couldn't find him. I, he, he's he he is checked out, and
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know. And a couple of people say they should have benched him to kind of send a message for Scarlett. I don't think he cares. I think he's just like I should have gone to Manchester City. I had a deal in place, and did it happen? And it's just
Yeah.
tough. And with Jimmy Greaves dying and stuff like that, you would think he'd be screaming like, "Get me the ball! Get me the ball!" Like you see
Yeah, it
that
doesn't go.
fire and
Especially
passion.
with a North London
But
derby, right?
yeah,
Murray? Like, if you're a true Tottenham player, supporter, you want to support the club. Like, this is the biggest match, right? For
Mhm.
you know,
Looked like his dog died. It looked
yeah,
like his
it
dog died.
did. Yeah, it did.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
a kid just like pouting. Like,
Yeah, I think it's done. For me, I was saying yesterday, I was very upset yesterday, as we all were. But watching the match, throughout the whole thing, I was just saying, this is Kane's fault. I don't know, maybe big words to say, but I just feel like ever since he's come back, there's been a distance in the team. Like, we were playing quite well. Like, I feel like, Nuno, maybe it wasn't Nuno, but the team, we had a bit of a gel going on. We had something going on in the club. And I feel like ever since Kane's come back, that toxicity or that kind of not gelling together, that kind of, shift has appeared again. And I don't know. I don't want to blame people, but we all know he doesn't want to be here. He's made it very clear to, Spurs fans, family, that he doesn't want to be at the club. And, that's all credit to him. He's done an amazing job for us. But please, while you're still here, please help us out and please continue to, make it work for us. That's all we ask for.
yeah,
That's what I think.
yeah, and he's borderline messing up his legacy with the club if he doesn't get his act together, because
Yeah.
I think people are sympathetic who are sympathetic to what he's going through, because now we all feel that same way right now about the
Yeah.
club. But he needs to be very, very careful, because he's skating on thin ice in regards to his
Yeah.
legacy and stuff.
Yeah.
So he needs to be
Yeah.
very careful.
I agree. I agree. I think hopefully, it's just a bit of a blip and we'll see some. We keep saying that every week. But Murray, yeah, Amandi, yeah, Murray is the only one who could cheer Kane up. I think Murray is the only one
Okay.
that could. That's why you're like, why have I got Murray here on this episode, Amandi? After such a terrible performance, we need someone to lift our spirits. We need
Yeah,
somebody to be here and
let's
counsel us through it all.
motivate, rise, get us hopeful that we're gonna lose to Aston Villa. No.
Oh
We,
God, don't
well,
even.
I don't know.
But on Kane, yeah, for me, poor day for Kane, poor day for Spurs, and a poor day all around. So, like I said, the last couple of weeks, hopefully we're not going to see any more low scores for Kane. But who knows what's going to happen? Probably be here another 3 more weeks saying the same thing.
Pretty much.
Let's get on to our sub, shall we? Oh, Emerson again. He's appeared again,
Twice.
miraculously,
What is
twice in one
that?
show.
Japheth,
Oh,
where
Jaffet,
are
I'm
you?
sorry I missed you. I missed you out. But Emerson's here. Emerson's appeared twice. Uh, let's get rid of Amandi's comment and see what we're saying for our subs. Emerson Royal, what we saying?
I could have gave him a 4. I mean, when he came in, he tried to advance the ball forward, and he had some chances. And so, I mean, defensively, he is he is a walking accident to happen. Uh, but but we put him in because we needed someone to go up and push forward down the flanks. And I thought, yeah, for what we have, I thought second half that he did, you know, kind of
Yeah,
okay. But not really. It's bad, but it's not bad. I guess there's levels of bad. There's like bad, and then there's deli bad, like atrocious bad. And so he's up into like
he's the
bad,
mid
bad,
bad, mid
mid
bad.
bad, yeah, mid
Mid
bad,
bad territory. Yeah, I think you're fair with the three.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I gave pretty much all the backline a 3, apart from Reguilón. So yeah, I think because he didn't have as long to play, he came on for Jaffet at half time, and I think he did better than Jaffet for me for what for the time he had.
What's
He's
No, I was gonna say what's bad for him. He's forever gonna be linked to Tamiyasu, because
yep,
Tamiyasu played great,
Sean. Yep,
and we paid double for Emerson
yep,
than
yep.
Tamiyasu. Just two
Agree.
million. Just
Yep.
2 million.
And you see the the kind of levels Tomiyasu was at yesterday.
Yeah, he's changed Arsenal's life. He pretty much has given Arsenal that pat the bell. I got
Yep.
a new attitude. Ooh, 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 ooh. I got a new attitude. Should be a spur. Should be a
Yeah.
spur. I don't
Yes,
leave
sir.
me. You.
We're breaking it down tonight, Murray. I like it. Let's
Ooh,
give us
ooh,
some
ooh,
life.
ooh,
Give us some
ooh.
give us some life. I'm liking this.
Hate
Sid, if you're
Arsenal.
listening, you've got a contender for Sid Spurs sings. Just saying. Maybe you could have a sing off between the two of
Sing
you.
off. Oh yeah, we have to sing off.
Karaoke night. Spurs
Karaoke
karaoke night.
on the Paxton Road TV. Yeah.
Let's move on.
Skippy.
Skippy. Skippy. I used to be an Australian show, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, here we go. Here we go. Mr. Skippy. Yeah, I mean, I think granted probably one of the best players of the day, right?
Yep. Yep. He came in. He knew that this was a North London derby. He
Mhm.
knew that we needed some fight. He came in
Yep.
there. He had a hard foul on what's his name? Was it on soccer?
I think it was on soccer.
Yeah, he had a hard foul on
Yeah.
somebody. Because like I said, I was depressed watching, and I was like, yeah, at least someone wants to fight. And Oliver came in. He had those gloves on. He was ready to fight. You know, I should bring out my boxing gloves. I do have gloves. I brought it on Bob Spurs TV. Yeah, he brought out the gloves and he was fighting. And that's all we asked for. Play
Yeah.
for the badge.
Play
Fight
for the
for the
badge.
badge. And I think that's why people are so depressed because 9 out of 11 players were not fighting for the badge. And Skipp
Nope.
came in and Skipp
Hmm.
like, I know we're trailing by 3-0. It's a tall order, but you know what? I'm gonna be, if I have to be the only one on the field who's gonna fight, let's go. Let's go. And he was up for
100%.
100%. He was up for the game. He knew he's a Spurs guy. He's an academy kid.
Yes,
He
through and
knew
through.
this is
Hmm.
Arsenal. This is Arsenal. You can't be sleepwalking.
Hmm.
You gotta be
We got to
alive.
do this. We got to show up for this. 100%,
Yeah.
157%. He picked up a yellow for it as well. He could have got this.
Yeah.
Like, he's the only one that showed up, I believe. And for me, after some discussions with Mr. Hill, we had some offline discussions. I think I decided to make Skip my man of the match. It was between him and Son for me. And
Yeah.
after looking back and looking at some of the decisions and things that he did, he was the one that showed up for us. He came off for Ali at halftime. Should have started in my eyes. It was an 1,025 bajillion% improvement with him on the pitch. And yeah, I think if he'd have started, it could have been a different position. We never
Yeah.
know, do we? What could have happened? But
I mean, he could have maybe given a hard foul to maybe Odegaard or Smith Rowe and kind of set that precedent that okay, you guys are not going to run freely here. This is war, and that's what I expected that first minute war.
Mhm.
But they came out with the bazooka. We came out with a little water gun. That's what we came out. We came out with a little fizz water gun. They came out with a bazooka, the AKs. They were ready for war,
Yeah.
and we were not ready for war, which is
Whoa.
depression.
We were hiding in the
Aside,
bunkers. Like, what is going on? Like,
yeah, like
yeah.
I still can't believe it. I cannot believe this is your greatest rival.
Timid,
This is yeah,
timid
scared,
performance. Like, what was
scared,
going on? Skirt.
oh,
We do a skirt. Yeah.
scared,
Not good.
scared. Ugh.
Not good at all. Yeah. I mean, I'm lucky we're laughing right now, Murray. We could be crying in a ditch, but
Yeah.
whoa, Mr. Hill, Mr. Bryan Gil.
Let me tell you guys something about this guy. All right, he came in. I gave him a 6. It was debate between him and Skipp for man of the match. For me, I gave him the man of the match because he came in. He comes with that energy. He is fearless. He is fearless. The kid, I love the kid. Well, sometimes he loses the ball because he's trying to get into the box. He's trying, and that's all we asked for yesterday. So I gave him for that. That only goal that we had, it's because of Bryan Hill. He was able to take back possession, falling, passes the ball to Reggie.
Yeah.
Reggie passes to Sonny. We scored, and I was like, bam. That is. I said yes to watch the game. That's the man of the match. That's the man of the match. And I'm gonna say this.
20 minutes, man of the match. Says it all.
20 minutes. He's gonna put a little meat on him because I've had him like David Silva, Luka Modric type.
It's a little light.
Yeah, I think he's eventually gonna end up playing the middle. But the kid is smart for his age. He is very smart. And I'll tell you this, and I'll tell people this, because there are people that like they can play now because he's not a ready-made player now. Well, here's the problem. Because of our depth, which is real thin, he is called to step up. And so if this is the year that he gets the cuts and bruises and grows up, he's ready-made for next year. And this guy is going to be our most talented player on the field to years to come. I'm telling you now.
I agree. You had it here first.
This guy we're going to love this guy. Apparently, Kane's going to probably move on. Sonny will still have a couple of years. This guy.
He's the future.
He's the future. He's a bad man. He is a bad man.
Bad man.
Like the Jamaican said, bad man. Bad man. He's a bad man. Right here. This guy right here. I'm telling you now, folks, enjoy this. Enjoy this because I can see it's the eye test. This kid, when he's off the ball, you see the runs. If we had a midfield that could hook him up, I'm telling you now. Yeah. I'm telling you now. This guy, I agree with Craig. He is a positive. This guy, it may be our best player.
I'm agreeing.
And this year, because of the depth that we have, he is being forced to play. He's for the future. Maybe the future is now.
The future has to be now.
It has to be now. We have no choice. We have no choice.
We got nothing else.
We have nothing else. So I'm telling you, the eye test is the eye test. He is going to shine.
I'm with you on this one, Murray. I've been so excited about him ever since I first heard of him. First heard that we were getting him in and did, some YouTube like watching and everything. And you can never tell, can you, on YouTube? They always put like the best clips and stuff up there. But then watched him at the Olympics and I've just been so excited about him. Even in like the Pacos games that he's been playing and, I think it's for me the spirit and the kind of energy and the passion that he's been showing, even if he's not been able to like score goals or, just the pure passion that he shows. I think is what we need and what we want, and I'm really, really excited for him. So I agree.
He runs like a gazelle. Do you ever see a gazelle?
He's majestic. That's what I said. He's majestic.
He runs like, and the hair is just like, and it's just you get excited. It's just like almost like ooh, like you just get excited. He's running. It's just like I had to keep it G-rated there, but but the excitement. But he runs like a gazelle. It's like he's smart and he's aggressive, and that's what I like. He's not scared. Not passing the ball backward. Like a Winks and stuff. Which Winks didn't play.
Winks didn't play. We're not rating Winks. We're not playing Winks.
Yeah, Winks didn't play. I guess that was a highlight. I guess that was a good thing. Winks didn't play. That's a 10 out of 10. Winks
get a 10 for not playing.
For not playing. Yes. The highest rating of all the players. Did we do Nuno? Did we do coaches?
We don't. I don't normally do Nuno, but give me your thoughts. Give me your thought on Nuno. We do have another segment coming up, and we do need to move along because we're getting there. But give me your thoughts. What are you thinking about Nuno?
People are saying the tactics. I don't really think the tactics would have made a difference. The plays came out flat, flat as this.
To be honest, we might actually be getting into Nuno in my next segment, so maybe we could leave it for that.
Okay, let's lead on. Lead us, Judge Jodi. Lead us.
Let me lead you on to crime of the week.
Lead me on. Woo! Locked up. We're getting locked up here. Crime of the week.
We're getting locked up.
Okay.
Cha-ching. Crime of the week.
Ching
What are we
ching.
saying about Crime of the Week? Well, what we say about Crime of the Week? This week's Crime of the Week is brought to us freshly from yesterday's match, Murray. Crime of the Week is a new segment that started a couple of weeks ago. We've only had one nomination so far. What I like to do is to try and get nominations from people in, the public. Everybody shout out, Twitter, YouTube, and if everyone let us know what you think. Basically, it's a segment that can be anything from off-pitch activities, on-pitch activities, anything that Spurs do during the week that you think is not worthy of, always worthy of getting locked up for Crime of the Week. This week is really brought to us from yesterday's match. So what we see is it's a two-way crime. So the first charge is against our very own manager, Nuno Espirito Santo, which is why I'm saying, maybe we could leave the rating to the verdict. Second charge is against yesterday's squad. So it's kind of stopped.
Like our team.
The team. So yeah, I mean, Nuno's crime comes to us, for me, we're now coming off the back of 3 losses. We've conceded 3 goals apiece against Crystal Palace, Chelsea, and now Arsenal. My eyes, it's just not good enough. Even when we're winning matches, we're only winning by 1 point. After yesterday's performance, Nuno was quoted as saying, and I'll bring this up, I'm going to be honest with you. When you have a game plan, you have to make the right decisions in terms of who you want on the pitch to develop that game plan. The decisions were not according to the game plan, and I take responsibility. I won't name individuals, but the game plan was not right according to the players who were on the pitch. We were not aggressive enough to control Arsenal in midfield. They were faster, stronger, more aggressive. We suffered when we wanted to go in front, and we allowed Arsenal to come to us. Bad decisions. It's not easy to expand, so I just ask you to have a bit of respect if I don't go too much into it, but the game plan did not work out. So what are we saying? Are we saying yesterday? What are we saying about a crime of the week? I mean, Kim's saying team full of criminals yesterday.
Yes. Criminals.
Big
yes,
up, Kim. Thank you for joining us.
Full of criminals. They weren't even smooth criminals. They were just criminals yesterday. This song just popped in my head because basically the fans, having us go to rehab. No. You got us going to rehab. No. Nuno, I'm thinking that his job is bigger than what he can handle. This is a club that it's just above and beyond his grasp. He almost in the way listened to the fans in the way of putting that back 4, but if he wants to really put a back 3, just go ahead and do it. Do what you feel that would be best for you to be successful with this club. And, yesterday, what makes it really discouraging is that there wasn't a fight in this club, the aggression. You're the coach. I hear stories about Alex Ferguson, Ancelotti, pregame, and they know how to get Conte. They know how to get the players revved up. They're screaming. I see him the whole game, and he's like, the body language,
back, isn't he?
Yeah, it's the body language. Yeah. He's doing the same thing Kane's doing. It's like, fire up, like scream, let's go. Like at least Jose was like get the team out going.
There. Yeah,
come on, let's go.
Klopp. You see Klopp out there, and you see,
he's screaming like
Tuchel's out there, giving it all.
Even Poch would be like, what is going on? Like, call out the players on the field. Forget about their egos and emotions. This is the North London Derby. This is your most hated rivals. Show some oomph. You're the coach. You set the precedent. He's sitting back like, of course you're gonna get fired. You're gonna be sacked. Look at your emotions. She's like he looks demoralized. That's why the players play that way. They're playing. They look in the sideline. They see a coach that's demoralized, and that's the output you put in.
Yeah. Yeah,
The body
I
language, that
agree.
facial expression, it's so yeah, he is. You know what? It's a tie between him and the players. I mean,
Mm.
they're all criminals, all of them.
They lock them all up. I think
Yeah.
Shane said it earlier, lock everything up. I think Kim was also saying lock them all up. Team full of criminals yesterday. I agree. And the
Get
manager.
get them singing
Shove
like
them all in.
Akon.
Yeah.
Get them singing like Akon. We're locked up. Spurs let me
Good
out.
luck.
Locked up. Cause I'm locked up. They won't let me out. You don't deserve
Yeah.
to be out. Locked up. Mm-mm. Especially Dele Alli. You could throw away that key. Throw away that key. That boohoo model. That
Just let
Love
him
Island
out for
contestant.
boohoo specials. And
Yeah.
yeah, no, I agree. I think for me, yeah, I think you've said it all.
Yep. That's true. Yeah.
The only thing I do have is a little bit of respect for him coming out and then kind of admitting he was wrong. I don't know if that's deserving of anything. I mean, he's still locked up. He's still locked up in my eyes, but he did say,
Rikers Island FC. Yes.
"Yes, Kim. Yes, Kim."
Yes. Yes.
But yeah, no, I think the manager plays an integral part in the reason why the players are locked up as well. Like you're saying, he's put it out there. He's putting the energy out there. He needs to bring this team together, and it's a team effort. So, yeah, I think it's a joint decision for me as well. Both of them guilty. Lock them up.
Yeah. Yep. Lock them up. Lock them up.
Lock them up.
Bad
Lock them up.
boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna
What you
do
gonna
when
do
they
when
come
they come
to
for
get
you, bad boys? We need to
you?
do it. We do need to do it, like a karaoke night or something, Mo.
Yes. Yes. I was gonna, funny enough, I was gonna put songs for because we have Kim. She's gonna freestyle for us on Wednesday and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
we're gonna
Kim.
have
Big up,
songs
Kim.
for those who are watching. We're gonna have songs on the Love Lounge that describes our team right now. So it's gonna be real interesting Wednesday to pick out songs that describe our team, the state of our club right now, state of our club, and certain players. And I've already been working on it last night, so I got a couple. I got a couple of songs and stuff. So, um, so
People,
Kim will.
keep that in mind. Keep that
Yeah,
in mind, people.
yeah,
I haven't got to plugs yet, Murray, but let's get there.
yeah.
Where can people find you,
People
Mr.
can
Murray,
find
from that
me
Spurs episode? Which is the
right
Spurs
here.
episode, by the way?
Yep, because there's
Which
only two
one?
shows. There's the recap, which has been depressing the last three games, which is on usually on Sunday because we play on Sundays. And that's immediately after the match, and that's for anybody that's watching to jump on because I put the link.
Mm-hmm.
And then on Wednesday is a
The
recap,
Love
the
Lounge.
Love Lounge, where we talk about what we loved, win, lose, or draw of from the game, and we talk about Spurs culture. And so we get into a lot of banter. We have some questions. It's really in a week like this, probably
You need it. You need it
it puts a big smile on your
more than ever.
face.
It does.
We get the drinks out and we just talk. And even if we lose, it's then Spurs Love Lounge therapy session. And it's a fun therapy session. So I have some things planned for this Wednesday to at least put a smile on our face because we don't want anybody going to depression. You know,
No.
life is precious, life is beautiful. And so I will do my part to put a smile on your face on Wednesday on the Love Lounge. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was the
Oh, yeah.
best plug ever, Murray. Thank you for that.
Thank
Guys,
you. Thank you.
please, please, please check out Murray's show. It's full of laughs. I watch it every week. I am in stitches every time I watch
Subscribe
it.
and like.
So
Subscribe and like.
please subscribe and like. I will be on it very soon, Murray. I promise you I'll come on and I'm going to have
Oh,
lots
yeah.
of laughs. I
Oh, yeah.
cannot wait to get out what is it, the yellowtail? Get out the
Yellowtail,
yellowtails,
yep.
have some fun, get some Australian
Australian.
Shiraz on the
Australian
go,
wine.
break it down and have some
Yeah, yeah.
have some fun. But yeah, no, guys, honestly, go check out Murray's show. It's amazing. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for our show today. Just quickly, Murray, we do have Moura. I think it's Moura on Thursday, the Conference League game.
Yes.
Um, then we also have Villa at home on Sunday. Do you have any early predictions or for either of those games?
The Thursday game, Mora, I think it's going to be you'll see the Now Johns, you'll see Scarlets
Yep.
be able to play. I think we're not going to play our players as much. You may see Ben Davies, a couple of the guys.
Yeah.
You might see Bryan Gil. I
Yeah.
think we should win
Romero.
that game. Romero.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 2-0. We'll score more than one.
Yeah.
The Aston Villa. Like I said, I like to be positive, but Aston Villa. I saw them play.
Mm,
They just played. They played well. Like they are well organized,
hmm.
and right now
Yeah.
we're
Who
at
knows,
home.
right?
You know, I'm not gonna say we lose, but we may drop points. I may say I must say 2-2, a tie.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
gonna say 2-2, a tie. Um, but we have to win that game. Nuno has to win that game. If we don't win that game, we go to a tough Newcastle, and that's gonna be tricky. We drop points over there, and then we
We
got
need to win.
United and West Ham,
We've got to
and
win. We
yeah,
can't lose. We've got to win. We've
we
just
gotta
got
win.
to win. All we do
Yeah,
is win, Murray. All we do is win.
just
Okay,
win,
on
win,
that
win, win, win,
note. Okay, guys, we gotta wrap it up. We gotta wrap it up. Murray, it's been
Wrap it
so good
up.
having you on the show
Wrap
tonight.
it
Thank
up.
you so much for being my guest. I couldn't have asked for a more positive and a happier guest to just break it down for us when we're going through these tough times. And I really appreciate, all your thoughts and good times and bants and everything. So thank you.
Welcome. Welcome.
So yeah, guys, just if you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe to Paxton Road TV. We're almost at 1,000.
Subscribe.
Please
Like.
subscribe, people. Please subscribe. Help us get to 1,000. All your help really helps,
Thank
everyone
you,
out.
Sam. Thank you, Sid. Thank you, Mike. And thank you,
Murray,
Jody, the whole
thank you
Paxton
for
Road
coming
family.
to Paxton Road.
Darius,
We'll see you again,
thank you.
I'm sure. We really loved
Definitely.
having you on Paxton Road, and I know the
Definitely.
guys would love to have you on
Definitely. Much
more.
love.
So yeah, thank you. And I think that's going to do us, guys. Find me on Twitter at Spursy141. I'm actually going to be away for a couple of weeks. So there might be a bit of a slight recess in the courtroom. But I promise I'm going to be back very, very soon.
Hmm.
So yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Have a great week and stay safe. And yeah, I'll see you soon.
Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.